Hey guys, what's going on? It's GJ here, and welcome to some Kerbal space program. I plan on having this as a regular series if it doesn't keep on crashing, because it crashed twice before this. So, anyway, third time here. Kerbal space program, a game where you design your own rockets and go to different planets and awesome stuff. It's version 0.17, it's still in alpha, so it's not all the way done yet, but it's still an amazing game. So with 0.17, they kind of added a new UI. As you can see, when you hit start game, it goes over here, and then it has this cool little thing that pops up. Resume save, start new. Training scenarios, we'll go over that later, but for now, we will start over, and I will show you Kerbal X. Kerbal X is a rocket that they have implemented in the vehicle assembly building. Don't mind this, these are just mods and other stuff. But when you hit load, there should already be Kerbal X, Orbiter, Pointless and Dangerous, Super Heavy, and some other things. Not to the moon, or McJeb, or maybe not that one, I don't know. But you should see at least these four right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, these right here. So anyway, we will start by showing you what Kerbal X is. Kerbal X is a very, I wouldn't say large rocket, because I've made larger, but anyway, yeah, this is what it looks like. You know, you got your booster liquid fuel right here. They're not using these types of ones right here. They're using something different. But like I said, I do have mods, so don't. So you won't have a moon rover or a truck or anything right now. So just ignore that stuff. But one thing that this thing is missing is an SAS module. If you're familiar with what an SAS module is, it's kind of like an autopilot. Like if you point it in one direction and you want it to stay pointed there, you put an SAS on there. And yeah, so there we go. We have our module, we have our little lander stage right here with our little landing struts and all that good stuff. So anyway, now let's show you how this thing works. So this isn't meant to be a brand new tutorial for people that are like new to Kerbal. It's supposed to be a little, see, I don't really know how to say it, but it's just kind of showing you what's going on in Kerbal and why you should get this amazing game. So what I'm going to do is, now that we're sitting here, I'm going to hit T to activate SAS because I want to be going straight up. And when I hit T, it automatically tells these wings to flip out like this. This is really just trying to keep it going in one direction. So don't mind this. I'm going to hit F5 to quick save, just in case something is horribly wrong. And they also add something new, which is this awesome in-cockpit view. So this is the commander. This is where Jebediah is sitting in the middle, in the bottom right. As you can see, we have this, which is our thrust, which goes up and goes down. We have this, which is our nav ball. It shows us where we're pointing, how fast we're going, vertical speed, up and down speed, altitude. I forgot what this thing is. Obviously, something that has to do with turning. This is like different things like SAS, if it's on or not, RCS, which is like little mini thrusters. This has to do with pitch, yaw, and roll. And this has to do with what atmosphere we are in. So all this cool nifty stuff that you don't even have to control from this thing anymore. You can just do it all from right here. It's a little more complicated, but it's also a little more realistic. Fire extinguisher, safety first. So if you hit V while you're inside of here, you'll switch to the different Kerbals. As you can see, there's two Kerbals up top, and one Kerbal down low. So this one, as you can see, we are pointed straight up, so we got Earth right behind us, but you can see the sky on our right, sky right in front of us. And there's Bill over here. He's chilling. And they all have their own little nav ball station things and other cool nifty things that they can use to navigate. But we will not launch from there. We're going to launch from here, and I'll go into in-game once we are safely in space. So originally I was not planning on going to the moon in this, but on my last videos I decided to go to the moon. So we're going to try to go to the moon with this. So we're going to hit space to start the launch, but it's also going to stop us from launching because it's going to hold us here. So we're just going to go thruster all the way up. Space, space. There we go. So we have liftoff. We're going straight up. No problem so far. Fuel's draining pretty fast, as you can see. Already we're getting some of the tanks that are emptying out. 2 engines have stopped, so we're going to space and disconnect those. The next 2 engines are going to stop right after this fuel right here disappears. Oh, never mind. Right after this fuel. Never mind. Sorry. There we go. So that one's up. Now we're just running on 3 rockets. Now, on my secondary monitor, I have step-by-step instructions that I will be following. Step 1, launch. We have succeeded in that. Step 2, turn 90 degrees, which means that I will turn this towards this little 90-degree mark at 10,000 meters. Right now we're at 5,000. Hit space to disconnect these. Now we're just going straight up. Still in the atmosphere, so these wings are still going to help us. In space, wings do not help, just so you know. We are about to hit 10,000 because we were at 7,000. About to hit 8,000. Okay. Now this is stressing me out because I've never done this before. Never followed this exact step. I've always gone there in an accident. So there we go. We hit 10,000. Now we're going to turn right to our 90-degree mark. And once we hit 90 degrees, we will go ahead and tap T. Once we get right there. There. So we hit T. This activates SAS. So instead of constantly going up or constantly going down an angle, we're going up at an angle, and it will keep us that way because of computer controls. So the next thing that my step thing says is wait to reach my apoapsis, which means I'll have to stop my burn. It says reach at least 200,000 meters. So right now we're not even close to 200,000 meters, but we're going to have to orbit at about 200,000 meters. So that's what we're going to have to do. I'm just going to wait for this to get up to 200,000 meters, and then I'll stop my burn. Now I can't really look at this through the in-game cockpit, so I have to look it on the map. So I'm just going to keep my mouse on this, keep on watching it. As you can see, our little trajectory is crawling across the surface of Kerbal. Sorry. There we go. It's going up. About to hit. Okay. I'm going to put us at about 2,500. So I'm just gonna, now that we're going a little faster, I'm going to just drop it down and so close, so close. There we go. That is pretty spot on. So now we are at 25,000. We're not there yet, but we are pretty safe because we're just going to keep on going up, and then when we reach this point, then I will burn again to circularize it. Because if I keep on burning now, it'll just go straight out that way, which is not the way we want to go. We want to go around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit F5 to quick save here, and I'm going to hit, oh, I forgot my acceleration. So if it says that you're under acceleration, but really you're not, you don't even have your engines on, hit T to unactivate SAS or whatever, and then you can actually move. Now one other thing I want to add is that with this, it's going to be very difficult to get to the moon following these steps because it used a lot of fuel. So I'm going to use a console command, which is right here, and it allows me to have infinite fuel. So sorry if that annoys you. It kind of annoys me because, well, if I was creating a ship that was actually going to go to the moon, then I wouldn't use this type of fuel and this type of rocket and stuff. So don't blame me, blame the rocket. But anyway, now we're at 20. Okay, so let's just gonna fast forward this until we reach this point. There we go. We're getting closer to it, getting closer. And there we go. Okay. Stop this. We turn towards our orbit. So that's a key thing. We're going really, really slow because I'm not using any of my thrusters. This is our pro grade. This is with our orbit. So here we go. And boom. Oh crap. Crap. Wrong buttons. There we go. Okay. So this is still at 2,500 as you can see, but the sides are raising. This is going to go back a little bit because this is going to be our highest point. So I'm about to hit circularization right here. There we go. Circularized. Now it's rising up. It's going pretty fast. This is at 27. Okay. You gotta watch these, make them try to be as equal as possible here. Okay, so now as you can see, our lowest point in our orbit is gonna come around a little bit, meaning that we're gonna have to wait until we get here again. So turn off our SAS, wait until we get here. There we go, slow down, going a little too fast there. Here we go, about to hit it, and right there. So now we're going to turn prograde again, which is a very painstakingly slow process. Sure, I'll show you how slow we're turning. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's cool. I'll use the nav ball then. Eh. As you can see, these things are moving as I move my keys. Trying to equalize it. This is floored out on the right. Gotta make it back. Nice view of a solar glare thing. Okay. Here we go. Right about there. Activate SAS. As you can see, lights come on. This will keep us right there, right where we want it. So now what we're going to do is we're a little past it, so we're going to have to activate this. What is that? 3600. This is at 382365. That is close enough to me, or close enough for me, because it's not like we have to get it on a specific equalization, you know, have them both equal. So now it tells me to expand my orbit to 15 million meters, which means again we're gonna have to do more waiting and wait until we are at this, our periapsis, right there. Okay, more fun turning. Who doesn't love turning? I know I love turning. So here we go. Nav ball, very slow because the rocket's very heavy engine on it because we're in this very large stage, which normally I would go into this stage right here, but it is extremely slow, so this is going to be used for getting us to the moon. Maybe I don't want to be landing, so now we will just do this until this hits 15 million, which if you look at this is at 11,400,000, so this will put us right outside of this orbit. So really, we can just do a full blast. And then it tells me after this, after we hit 15 million, to wait. So as you can see, it's going really fast, and boom, look at that. I did it right, so I don't even have to equalize the 15 million. It just puts me right there. So, as you can see, this little thing will show us what's going to happen. So I'm just going to do this. Boom, we're going to be at 36,000 meters above the moon. So, now what we're going to do is, well, go back to the map. I wish I had the map in the cockpit so I can do this there instead of here, but I need to time it. So here we go. Leaving, actually I can do the whole leaving Earth thing. See if I can orient myself towards the Earth. See, is that, there's the Earth. Or, dang, I keep on calling it Earth, whatever. And here we go as we leave it. There we go. Goodbye, Kerbal. And we are off. Look at our altitude, it's going crazy. We're going really far away from Earth, really fast. We can check our map. And there we go. Let's check this dude's in-game. Oh no. What happened? What's happening? Something terrible just happened, I think. Never mind, I hit a button and something walked out. Scared me for a second there. We need to fast forward this even more if we wanted to. 1,000 times the normal speed. Normally this would have taken 3 hours to get here. But luckily, because of a speed up, we don't have to. As you can see, the moon's coming here. And boom! It caught us. And now we are going to hit F5 to quick save. As you can see, I'm pretty close to the moon, but I want to get even closer, so what I'm going to do here, should I wait or should I? Nah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to angle my ship so I'm pointing towards the moon, because I want this to go towards the moon, not this when I disconnect. Let's see, which way? Yeah, this is the way, okay. Here we go, and 3, 2, 1, disconnect. Oh wait, disconnect. There we go. We're not using any thrusters at all, it's just kind of give us a little boost to get us away from that. And now we're in a little free tumble type thing. F5 to quick save again. This still has no fuel in it, so this poses no explosive threats other than the engine itself. Because for some reason, even with engines, when they don't have any fuel, they still explode. But whatever, I'm not going to argue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point myself away from the moon. Just like so. Right on my retrograde right here. Retro's against. There we go. Right there. Good enough. Actually, I might want to get... No, never mind. Because if I burn retro, this thing goes... Oh, forgot. Activate my little engines. Ready? Activate. There. Okay. So if I activate this, and this brings me closer to the moon. Okay, perfect. Once again, we're going to do a quick save to mark our periapsis going down, and soon it'll just hit the Earth. Hit the moon just like that. So now that we have us lined up on the light side of the moon, you can see light side, sun shining on that. Beautiful. Also, if we want, we can do this. Get a cool eclipse going here, right about there. There we go. Cool eclipse. Anyway, just messing around. I need to go back to my Kerbal X right there. That's the debris. Don't want the debris. On the ship. There it is. Okay. So, we are just going to keep on waiting until we get a little close. Wait, what the heck just happened? Why is it showing that I'm overshooting it? Why is it... Oh, never mind, it wasn't. From this view, it looked like it looped around. It was concerning me. Okay, so we're just going to keep on quick save. Time warping. Here goes our debris, which our debris is going to go around it. Hopefully. Yeah, it's going to go around it and slingshot out. So it will not get in our way, and it will not show up as debris. It'll be lost in space somewhere. But as we get closer, there's another tip that I learned that I'll tell you guys in a second. But just for reference, so I can show you how big the moon is right now. Look at that. Let's get an in-game view of that. Can't see it from here. What about from here? No. Okay, whatever. I'll orient myself so you can. So, if I want to orient myself, I'll just look for this little asteroid belt type thing. From here, I can find it, most likely. Because it should be somewhere. There it is. See? Just like that. And there it is. Look how beautiful it is. And put SAS on so we can get a nice view of us coming in. Where's the button that I'm looking for? Nope, there's the button. There we go. Try to get perfectly aligned in the circle or square. There we go, good enough. So currently we're at what? I forgot to read this. Okay, big one equals thousands. Medium one equals no. Big one equals hundreds of thousands. This one equals thousands, that one equals hundreds. Yeah, that should be it. So right now, if I'm right, we are at 3,000, or 300,000, sorry. Which I can check like this. Nope, we are way off. What's that pointing at? It's pointing at 2.5, and we're at 400,000 meters. Okay, I'm confused, whatever. So anyway, another trick that I learned that you really have to pay attention to once you hit about 100,000 meters is keeping your meters per second equaling your, it's difficult for me to explain. I'll just show you it. So, we might actually make it to the moon. Let's warp a little bit. Let's go back, get a nice little pretty in-game view. Or in-cockpit view. Point ourselves to the moon again, because I want to find it. And there it is. Put it right outside of our window. And boom. Okay. So let's see, what's our altitude now? 9. Okay. Don't know what 9 is. Wait, did we break? Did we break 100,000 meters? Let me check. No, we did not. See? Okay, so it must be. Let me check this. So this one's spinning 1, 2. Okay. 1, 1, 2. Okay, so this big one right here that's spinning, this very skinny one, is this right here. Because it goes 1, 2, and it goes 1, 2. Okay. This one right here must be this one. Or no, because it's going relatively flat. You know what? I'm going to stop even thinking about it, and I'm just going to do this. I'm going to time warp until we are underneath 100,000 meters. And lag. There we go. That was a little too fast. But luckily, everything will be fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to orient myself retrograde, which is against where I'm going towards. So boom. Put that right on the dot. There we go. Quick save. And now we want this to equal that. So basically, if this is at 650, we want this to equal 650. So I'm going to start needing to boost right about now. Should have boosted a little while ago. So it's at 61, it's at 63, 62, it's at 600. There we go. So now we can just do it very slow. So 590, 58, 57, a little slower. Doesn't have to be exact, but you want to kind of equal that. So by the time this is 0, you're going to go 0. You know, just kind of a easy rule of thumb type thing that I followed that I learned it after I made my first moon landing. My first moon landing, I just kept in mind that you should be going under 4 meters a second when you hit the ground. And yeah. So probably boost a little bit more because it's at 47 and I'm only here. There we go. 46, 7. And we're gonna do this again once we hit about 20,000 meters, or well, do it right here. Retrograde again. Boost it again. At about 30,000 meters, I'm going to put my landing gear down. I could put it down now because it doesn't really have an atmosphere, so it really wouldn't affect it with any drag, so why not? There we go. Landing gear deployed. Okay. And we're at 277. This is that. Okay. Quick save. Orient again. There we go. Go a little faster. And this is coming up faster than I expected, so we're going to have to go a little faster than I thought. This is extremely stressful because even though I played this, like, I've been playing this a lot recently, and I'm still not as good as I want to be. That frustrates me. Okay, there we go. Very small little thrusts, so eventually will equal out. And as we are going against our horizontal, this is going to go more and more vertical, so eventually we will landing straight up. In theory, anyway. In theory. So here we go. This also lies sometimes. Like the moon doesn't really equal 0. It'll equal something else, like 2,000 or whatever. So that's why you gotta keep an eye on the texture and stuff. Because the texture and shadow, eventually you'll see your rover's shadow. I mean, not show rover, but your lunar module's shadow. And that is probably one of the most important, can't even speak, important things. Because when you see that shadow, you know that you better be going slow. There we go, this thing just said surface. So it means we're getting close. Getting pretty close. Still doing it very light. So at 95, 93, 92, 91, 90. Orient, you gotta keep that right in the dot. I don't have to, but I like to. Okay, this is at 95, this is at 80, so we're doing pretty good on speed. It's always to be going slower than you need instead of going faster. If you're going slower, then, well, you won't slam into it like I did on my first time. That was embarrassing. But hilarious, because I was like, I made it on my own, yay! So here we go. Moon's getting closer. Still can't see my shadow. Where's the sun at? The sun's my shadow. Whoa! Oh. My shadow should be like right beneath me somewhere. Whatever, can't find it. Okay. And I'm gonna cut this. Actually, no, I'm not gonna cut that. I was gonna do a quick save, but I don't want to do a quick save this close in case something goes very wrong. I'm gonna cut the engine so I can equal out with this again. And there's a galaxy out there. So pretty. Okay. There we go. Do a little more. It's a cool cockpit view of our landing. There we go. There's our altitude. There's our altitude. I can't read that altitude. I need a digital readout. There we go. if there was a digital readout, then I'd actually try to land like that. You know, I'm gonna try that after I record this. Okay. Drop this a little bit and equal right about there. Perfect. Boom. Try to get this at a perfect 360 degrees, right? Whatever. Close enough. 0.1 degree, or 1 degree. Okay, need to boost a little more because we're at 38. That's that. There we go. Just a little more boost so we can kind of equal out, about 1/3 power. Now we're getting really close because we can see some repetitive textures. Hills and craters in the distance. Okay. Kind of boost a little too much there. This is really stressful. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty stressed out because I don't know how this is going to work out. I hope it works out okay. Can I see my shadow yet? See if I can scroll out and see my shadow somewhere on the moon. Are you kidding me? Maybe it's so small I can't see it. Wow. Didn't realize how far away I am. When you're zoomed in like this, it looks like it's right there, but once you're zoomed out like this, see how far it really is. Man, that's really far away. Actually, no. Getting pretty close. Maybe it is at 0 now. Okay. Equal out, equal out, equal out. Getting a little closer. Wish I can like lock my thrust so it's always going at a certain speed. That'd be cool. So now we're getting close to our ideal speed, which is about 4, and it looks like I have it set for perfectly 3.8. Sweet. I'm gonna go down really slow now. Let me see how far I am away. I'm still pretty far. I'm gonna drop that in equal 20 meters a second. Or maybe a little less. Gotta follow this, so I'm always going straight down now. There we go. Speed up a little bit more. Twelve, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Cut the throttle. Okay, 3, 2. Gotta get it equal at a steady rate. Nope, now I'm going up. Going up is bad. How come I always end up screwing up whenever I get to this point? I'm always getting really stressed out. I always end up hitting buttons I don't want to hit. I just gotta focus on the nav ball. I'm going fine, going fine. Getting close. Still can't see my shadow, sadly. Focus on this, focus on this, focus on this. There we go. So we're going relatively pretty much straight down now. Okay, cut the throttle just a little bit so we get a little more than 1 meters a second. Okay. Now we're getting close. Now we're getting really close. Throttle a little more, throttle a little more, throttle a little more. 1 meter a second. Oh, drop it a little more. Go back up. And touchdown! Look at that. Wow. Safe landing. I did not think that was going to be a safe landing. I thought I was going to botch it. Anyway, now we can go ahead and do a very well-deserved EVA for Commander Jebediah Kerman. Or whatever his last name is. And probably should extend this awesome mobility enhancer. I like the little light that it has. Look at this. And here we go. And I'm stepping off the lander now. That's one small step for Kerbal. One giant leap for Kermankind. Whatever. And now for some celebratory, we can be like, whoa! In case you're wondering how you do this, you hit R so you can pull out your thruster, and you use Shift to go up, Control to go down, W to go in the direction that your camera's facing, A to go left, D to go right, S to go backwards. So, once you get used to this type of stuff, it can really get fun. Like, if you want to go on an exploration that way, you can be like, wee. Eventually you might go really fast. I think you can actually escape the orbit if you go high enough, but I don't know. There it is. There's our lander, Kerbal X. But we couldn't have gotten here without the console commands, so I might do a video after this of doing it with stock parts and nothing else. Don't want to hit the ground too hard. No, no. Oh. Unless that happens. You can actually kill your Kerbal if you hit the ground hard enough, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I guess I'm going to keep on sliding. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry, Gemini. Look at his face. It's grinding his face through the through the moon top. Okay, here we go. Stand up. There you go. You're a big boy. You can recover. Okay. Now let's get you back to the rover. Lander. Dang it, keep on calling it rover. Rover, send the man over. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to get back to Earth. Getting back to Earth is actually extremely easy. You can literally eyeball it and you'd be fine. Like, if getting to the moon was as easy as Earth, I mean, Kerman, then yeah. Safe landing, safe landing? Okay, good. And who needs ladders when you got a jetpack? Ugh, slam my face into it. We can put this back up and hop in our thingamabob. Hit F2 and tap F1 to take a little screenshot. And we can even do this if we want. There's the moon. There's the sun. And can I see Earth from here? No, I can't. Keep on calling it Earth. Luckily, I did not land on the dark side of the moon, because that would be a little more difficult of a landing. With this, it's not going to be difficult at all. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Make sure my SS is on. Here we go. You can even see this going up. Go up even more if we wanted to. Boost away. Say goodbye to the to the moon. I was gonna say to the lunar. Okay, so as you can see, we're going away from that. So we lifted off safely. We can lift up our landing gear now that we're past the point of failure. And now this little thing right here is a point of interest. So if we point ourselves towards that, this happens to be Earth. Or Kerman. It's Kerman, right? Is it Kerman? Yes, it's Kerbin, not Kermin. It's Kerbal, Kerbin, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, this is going to point us right at our destination, which is Kerbin. And after that, really, we don't have to do anything. Once we get our craft out of the moon's orbit, or gravity, as you can see, that's what we're doing right now. Eventually, this is going to start going really fast up there. As already, as you can see, yep, here we go. Nope, now we have entered out of the moon's orbit, and we've entered Kerbin's, but I'm going to keep on boosting until this starts getting a little lower. So what I could do is this. I could just fast forward until I'm there. But instead, I'm going to lower this, because this is Kerbin Escape. I don't want to escape Kerbin. I want to land on it. If I want to, I could actually land right there. Because I don't think that's going to be the case, though. Check out what it looks like from here. Boosting away. Boosting away again. And, so what do I want to call this? In Kerbinville. Ba-na-na-na-na. What we could do here is wait until we get into our moon escape, because we're still escaping right now, but at our current velocity, we will escape. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some post-flight, or post-lunar EVA, meaning that we can do this. Bill, since he's kind of freaking out, Jebediah already went on the moon, so we're going to have Bill do some little inspection on this. So we're going to go down here. And since... Oh, never mind. We're already going. Normally you would think that if I let go of this that it'll go without me. That would be the case if the engines were on, but technically we're both going fast. So, as you can see, we let go. Oh, here we go. Let go. Space. Now we let go. Turn on our thrusters. And now we could fly around the outside and do some little post checks. Post landings, I should say. So we can go ahead and check out this engine, see if the engine is good. The engine looks to be fine. No problems with it. That's good. And the legs seem to be fine. Not like we're going to need it because we're not going to land on Earth. Our decoupler seems to be intact. So it means that we will not be stuck with this huge chunk of metal. SAS module seems to be good, so we'll be keeping our nice little orbit. And our parachute. This is going to be the most important thing in this journey, is our parachute, because if we didn't have it, frankly, we'd be screwed. We would not land very softly. So now he needs to get back in. We need to fast forward. So let's go ahead and grab onto it, crawl up, and board it again. So there we go. There's a little post-lunar landing EVA. So we still have a long way to go until we get there. Until we get to our moon escape. So I'm just going to fast forward. Fast forward is my friend. Boom, there we go. Now we can see this. Technically we can see this thing all along, but whatever. Don't judge me. We want to slow ourselves down. We want this thing to be... We want it to hit the planet itself. So, here we go. Land retrograde. So I want to get it perfect. Perfect enough. Quick save, and we turn up our thrusters. As you can see, this will start dropping. And dropping, and dropping, and dropping. Simple as that. Really, I mean, you can just sit here. But we want this to get here, to where it becomes an orbit. Because if not, well then we're going to go loop around, and we're going to escape, and we're going to join the sun. And that's not really good. Anyway, this is going very slowly. So if I escape this, then I would actually join the sun, and the sun I would end up hitting the Earth, or hitting Kerbal. Ooh, that's a good idea! Escape Kerbal's orbit, and then end up slingshotting around and slamming into Kerbal. That would take a very long time. So far this mission's taken about 8 days. And we have got an orbit going for us. This is going to keep on dropping, and we want to land on the sunny side of it. So we want to make sure our landing area is around here. And plus with slowing down by the atmosphere and stuff. There we go. So we're going to aim to land here. We'll probably end up landing over there, actually. So I'm actually going to aim to land in the sea. And I'm going to end up not landing in the sea, though, because of atmospheric drag and all that good stuff. So I'm actually going to boost myself until I'm right about here. And quick save again. And we're going to fast forward. There we go. Get a little closer, and now we can go into this thing. There's the moon. And hopefully we can see our lovely planet out one of these windows. Okay, never mind. I know how I can do this. Do it like this. Find this little belt right here. There we go. And then rotate. Eventually it should be popping up around here. Should be anyway. There's the moon. Oh, there it is. Yay. I'll rotate myself so it's on our right. And perfect. Go check out this dude's view. Yay, there it is. We're coming home. We are coming home. Go a little faster. There we go. Now we're getting really close, so it's going to be really big. Yep, there it is. And now all we have to do is sit and sit. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate a little bit more. There we go. Altimeter's flipping out. They all seem to be pretty fine. Steady acceleration, all that good stuff. So, okay, we can always fast forward this. Soon we will enter the atmosphere. We're still in space, still in space, still in space. And we have entered the atmosphere in 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, no, 0. We have entered the atmosphere. This means that soon this will not be here, but it will soon be over here. As you can see, it's already starting to drop because of our slowing speed. So there we are. Man, we were going fast. Now there's no more time for worrying about sightseeing, but we need to angle this. Probably stop spinning first. There we go. So according to this, we're still going to land C, but not on my watch. I want to boost against it. That's actually the launch pad right there, so we'll be going pretty close to it. Aim for right about here. I can always change, but as you can see, we're entering the heavier atmosphere, so this will be cut short. I think. Yes, it will be. Man, this is decreasing fast. The atmosphere is really, really slowing. Look at that. 800 meters a second. Boom. Right there. We're still doing fine, still doing fine. We actually see some markings of stuff over there from past... Actually, this is probably the engines and stuff. So it does look like we're going to land on the land. Which I don't like landing in sea. Because I might actually make a recovery mission to pick up this dude over here. But that will be afterwards. So here we go. Now at this point what we're going to do is we're going to flip this thing around. We're going to hit space to disconnect it. And we're going to flip back around, and this will land somewhere else. And we are going to aim right about here. We are at 5,000 feet. At 5,000 feet, we're going to deploy our parachute. And our parachute will slow us down. This will land before us. And our parachute will actually deploy at 500 meters or so. There we go. And it should be going boom. And boom. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, you troll? Oh. Wow. Wow. Well, there you go, kids. That is why you should not attach your parachute to anything but your command module. There it is. See, can I double click on it and view it? No, I can't. I'll view it like this then. Because there it is. Floating down. That should have been me. But it wasn't. Because it's the ASS module. ASAS. Well, anyway, I'll consider that a success, even though it really wasn't a success. But it was pretty much a success, other than a very slight design flaw, which always shows you why you should always test everything by doing a test run of launching everything and making sure all the separations happen in the order that you want. So anyway, yeah, this was really fun. I'm glad that I got it to the moon and back, and I recorded it. But thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.